to expect for this week crypto market outlook? Is the bottom in, and is the war escalation continues? That's the most important thing. And is this the relief rally that we are going to expect, especially right now when Bitcoin is currently hitting about 71.4? Okay, we've been down for the past 5 months, five red candles in a row, and until now, we're still yet to get the relief rally. So is this the bottom? Is this the short-term relief rally that we are expecting right now? Okay, or is this a trap? Okay, so as you know that the war is still ongoing, especially in the Middle East. So this proves whether Bitcoin is either a safe haven or a risk asset here. But to me, it's currently showing as a risk asset. Again, because you can see that gold is currently a leading indicator for a safe haven asset, right? So Bitcoin is not following exactly what gold is doing right now. It's been lagging a lot behind when it comes to this type of scenario, especially war, uncertainty. People tend to flock to gold or silver, oil, whichever precious metals. And of course, not to forget USD as well, which is also another safe haven. But nonetheless, we're going to see here. So another pressure for BTC. Okay, and we talk about the Middle East tension. Okay, US-Iran war. Okay, so during the weekend, I think Bitcoin maintained very steady, right? It didn't dip that much because I believe it's already at the bottom, at the extreme bottom. I really found that I think the market have already priced in for crypto. Okay, and if you can see here, Bitcoin is down 3.3% to 67K. Okay, that was, I think, during the weekend, right? So you can see here, if Bitcoin at risk if Middle East, okay, tensions escalate. So if this war continues, okay, then it's going to be a big problem, not only for BTC, but of course for the whole global market. Okay, we can see the S&P 500, Dow Jones, Letstop already down. Okay, what's more with Bitcoin in the crypto market? And then why geopolitical escalation pressures Bitcoin? What's the reason here? You can see sharp geopolitical events trigger immediate capital preservation behavior. Okay, early phase of uncertainty. Why? It's because investors move into cash and US Treasury. That is the first thing. Equity markets decline because they want to reduce the volatility or the risk in the market. So volatile asset, including crypto, see short-term selling, right? So these are the risk type of asset, especially comes to crypto. So Bitcoin correlation with equities have increased during macro stress cycles since 2022. Nonetheless, it's pretty much the same. So all those previous wars that we have, okay, whether it's the US, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, usually after the war or once the war is over, right, the crypto market usually tends to recover from that. Okay, and then we talk about oil as well. Oil also now shooting up, okay, since the war still escalates. The Middle East instability disrupt oil supply, crude oil price surge. Okay, if you look at the border of Hormuz, also I think they are currently stopping the activity as well. So there'll be a slow transition in that border. Okay, so that causes also another concern, right? Because I think China also have a deal with Iran in terms of the oil supply. Okay, and then rising inflation environment, real yields may decline, fiat purchasing power concerns, hard assets within the pill. Okay, all right, so yeah, risk asset or hedge, that's the thing here. I think a lot of people are actually sitting on the sidelines. They are playing very defensive. So if you look at the S&P also, it's already all-time high. Most of the index fund also all-time high. So coming to crypto, right, if you look at the current situation right now with Bitcoin is down like what, 50-60% discount. Okay, probably maybe you can say short term, yeah, you can able to DCA or probably nibble a bit for the crypto. Okay, because other asset class, I don't see there's any chance, or probably the risk is higher than the reward compared to crypto right now. Especially if you look at Bitcoin price now, it's already down by what, 50-60%. So probably there could be a better bet. Okay, it'll be a better bet for compared to other asset class. All right, so yeah, I think this is the setup right now, market situation. Okay, and then moving on. Okay, so forgetting about Iran here, about the war, but there are other more important things that we can be able to look forward, especially for crypto. Okay, what's going to happen, okay, in the next 5 to 10 years? Okay, so this is by 𝗀𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, I think another analyst here. All right, So there could be two factors here that could also determine the crypto market. Okay, so yeah, I think it's not only about this war that is currently a distraction. Okay, so addressing concern that stablecoin could make Bitcoin less relevant, especially with BTC still roughly about 50% below its October high. So what are the fundamentals that he's mentioning here? First thing is what? Bitcoin fixed supply, which is 21 million supply only. So once the 21 million is out in the market, that's where you're going to see there could be a huge game changer here. And then 4-year halving cycle. Okay, the 4-year halving cycle. That is the two things that you mentioned. Okay, limited supply and 4-year halving cycle. Okay, so yeah, you can see 2026 as the 4th year of Bitcoin's historical cycle, which typically been a bearish year, following 3 years of gain. Okay, so under this framework, sharp corrections are a normal and healthy part of the cycle. Okay, all right, so yeah, he's expecting a cyclical bottom. Okay, the groundwork for the next long-term expansion phase. So yeah, I think for 2023, 2026, okay, we're going to see the market to bottom probably by Q4. Okay, probably by Q4, we should see the crypto market to bottom. Okay, then of course, for now, I think right now what you're seeing now is the market is doing a short-term relief rally. Okay, after 5 months of red candles, so we should get at least some short breather to go back up short-term before heading down again. Okay, all right. So again, for this year, expectations are high, especially coming in from those corporate. Okay, hedge funds like BlackRock, MicroStrategy. Okay, naming this as corporate blockchain wars. Okay, as major financial institutions choose their transaction infrastructure. So whether they want open decentralized network like ETH, the Solana, or private permissionless blockchain, okay, which is currently built by those bankers like 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝘀, Coinbase, and so forth. Okay, so yeah, I think these are the things that's happening right now. Okay, again, according to this cycle, I think it's pretty much repeating compared to the last 2-3 cycles. Okay, because the more they change, the more they stay the same. Okay, so you can talk about the 5-year cycle ISM, okay, like 𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗀𝘀 mentioning, but until now things doesn't seem to work out. And then Tom Lee saying Ethereum will go to 62,000 in the coming months. Until now, we don't see that yet. So these are screaming for exit liquidity. Okay, so they have to shield something to make sure that the bull market continues, but knowingly that the fact that we're already in a bear market. Okay, so that's how it is. Then of course we talk about AI. Okay, we have so many models like ChatGPT, Grok, Claude. So I'm not sure how many of you guys have been using AI platform, okay, especially in your work or in your daily life, whether you are using it for traveling, help you out with your chores, house chores, or whichever activities. Yeah, so this one we run a survey by using AI models. And overall, we can see most of the AI models have chosen Bitcoin over stablecoin. Okay, according to the studies below here. There are a few here. They're using Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, and Gemini. Okay, and most of it are actually favoring for BTC over the currency. Okay, over the currency, and of course other digital assets as well. Okay, so we can see 22 out of 36 AI models selected Bitcoin as a top monetary preference, while no model choose fiat currency as its first choice. So you can see already what is really happening is totally changing. Okay, right, from fiat to digital currency like Bitcoin. So we expect an increasing share of economic activity, okay, to be conducted by autonomous agent, which is AI agent, right? But conversations around AI agent, monetary preference have been entirely speculative. Okay, so yeah, these are the things right now. So we can see, yeah, they are highly favored for BTC rather than other asset class at the moment. Not even fiat currency, not even stable coins. Okay, so these are the tests that is being done. 36 frontier models from 6 labs. We've already run and tested. So most of the AI models, okay, they are preferably more to BTC. So we can see where the future lies. Okay, so yeah, I think all those old generations and of course the current generation like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, I think slowly will probably adapt to this situation. I think most of us also will have to pivot from those fiat physical cash to digital as well. Okay, so we can see these are the things that's ongoing. Okay, then we look on next with the on-chain analysis. So especially coming in from CryptoCon yet again, we can see this is the first slow of the bear market. Okay, first slow of the bear market. Okay, so far everything is right. Okay, so a short bounce from here. Okay, a short bounce from here. This is really normal. Okay, for the market to continue to head lower. So nothing goes down a straight line. What it does is that it creates a lower bounce and then a short-term lower high before heading down again. So far, everything is right where it should be. Is the exact time frame expected according to the halving cycle. Okay, price at the first low band and of the bear band. So first one was at 64K. Next one will be where? 44.5, which is the orange color band. And then the lows will be about 28.5, which I highly doubt it will go to 28.5. Most likely 50 to 40K, around that range. Okay, so I don't really expect this thing to go. So yeah, next important low isn't due for at least another 5 months. So you calculate from now, 5 months, that will be what? August, right? August. And the cycle bottom at the earliest 3 months after that. 3 months after. So if we take August to find the lows. So August plus another 3 months, that will be November. So November could be the low. So this bear market still has plenty of time to go and a lot of ground to cover. Yep, which is very true. So now we've seen 5 red candles in a row since October, right? So this month, March, I believe I will expect a high probability of a reversal back up for the immediate short term. Okay, I don't see this setup is going to continue to go down just like that. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the bear bands. This is actually playing out accordingly. Then we look on next, talking about the extreme risk index for BDC alone. Okay, so after 28 consecutive days, okay, this is at the extreme risk of 100 level. Okay, the risk index has finally begun to cool. Okay, so you can see here, this is by Swiss block. So where is this now? 28 days later, we are somewhere around 93.23. Okay, 93.23. Right, so yeah, after 28 days, so finally now it's cooling down. What is it? 93.23. And then most of the time when the market were to peak around here, now is slowly starting to head back down again. Okay, so that's the thing here. So while it remains at an elevated reading for now, return to a low risk environment could catalyze the next bullish look, which is target at 83,000 and potential 110K. 110K, I highly doubt so. Okay, after we have done so much, and all those major technicals have already been broken. So to say to go to 90 to 95, yes. 110, I don't think so. Not at this stage. Okay, a lot to cover. Now we're already at what, 71K only. Okay, only at 71. So yeah, a lot to fight for the resistance. And then Rack Capital. Okay, so we can see this setup here. Okay, Bitcoin is once again close below the 200 weekly EMA, which is the black line. Okay, so as a result, this technically means that the 200 EMA continues to figure as resistance. So you can see here. But I think for now, it has already been broken, right? So since now we are at 71K. Okay, so this was a time of 69.4. Okay, and then we look here, what's happening. So now since it's up, okay, since it's up, it could also probably do like this, right? Short-term maintaining up, okay? It could do like this, and then consolidate for a couple of weeks to a month, and then slowly break down again with this black one. Okay, so yeah, I think we should see a relief rally for this month. Okay, probably retest back about 80 to 90K, and then we slowly get this complacency, and then hit down again. That could be the scenario here that we are looking at. So any prolonged upside from this point, Bitcoin will need to reclaim this EME as support. So this is the thing now. So for now, I think it's already claimed. And then next, we're going to see here. Okay, talking about the airdrop. So for those of you who have been doing the robo airdrop, so you can able to claim. Okay, so users can claim the robo drops till 13th of March. So you can able to claim through this portal, claim.fabric.foundation. So during this bear market, I think a lot of less activity in terms of airdropping or probably rewarding users. So it's going to be a very bearish month, slow and winter, I should say. So focusing on building, okay, most of the teams are actually focusing on building during the bear market. Okay, they want to test their product, especially as product and services, utility as well. Okay, so looking for long-term and loyal users throughout the bear market. So that's where you get the rewards after the transition from the bear to the bull. So this is what's happening now. Okay, and then we have opinion drop checker is now live. You can be able to check the drop here, opinion.foundation/claim. Okay, so yeah, I think this is what you're getting, right? So some of them are doing, some of them are getting, and then Avantis, okay, experience point season 3 ended. And then, of course, we have the airdrop claim date also will be announced. Okay, all right. So yeah, I've been doing on Avantis. I think this is more to trading as well, perpetual. Okay, so like Molina still trading on Pacifica, continue, and then we have what else we have? Extended, and then we have Ethereum as well. Okay, to trade. So you want to really get started, right? To continue to do that. Okay, and then what else here? Sandwatch Season 2 starting as well, almost starting. So hinted the airdrop will likely happen after Season 2. So if you've been doing this Sandwatch, then you might want to continue. Maybe another long run of Season 2. So yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, so like perpetual DEX like Pacifica, like the or Ethereal. Okay, I think you still have to continue to trade, but you want to trade wisely rather than blindly. Because this whole year is going to be a very slow month. And I don't think they're going to reward you the airdrop so quickly. If they're going to reward, most likely by Q4. Okay, Q3, Q4 the least. I don't think they're going to reward you now. So you have to really play smart now. Okay, instead of wasting your ammo, you got to really preserve. Okay, and then you got to think how you're going to run your strategy for one buy, one sell, right? For 2 accounts. Okay, so that's how it is right now for this whole year. Okay, it'll be trading perpetual for the airdrops. Okay, okay, and then next, look at the coin market cap. So we can see BTC is at 71.7 and it's looking set to rip higher. Okay, so Ethereum is still struggling here, still below 2.1. Okay, and then we have Solana at $90, Ripple 1.4. So far, BTC is taking the lead now. Gainers for today. SPX is in 900, Kite, Aerodrome. Oh, that's a lot. Zcash. Okay, a lot here you can be able to cover later on. Okay, Farm.Fund, Jupiter. Okay, Ethereum. So these are current coins that are actually up now. Okay, then let's move on next with the technical side. So technical side, what's happening now? Look at the dominance. Dominance is ripping higher. That's the issue right now. So dominance is going up. So ALT and ETH will definitely slow down first. Will definitely take a breather. So because all eyes on BTC at the moment, and it's trying to break out from the 70K range. So we have the 59.7 here. Okay, this level here, 60.31. And then continuing up at the top will be here at 64.75. Look at the weekly time frame also, we can see setup, momentum sell, pullback. Now the dominance have reclaimed on the middle band here for now, and it's looking set to rip higher. So out, I think we'll have to put on hold first. Okay, it's coming, but it's going to be after Bitcoin's rally. Okay, so dominance already up. Okay, everything is bullish now for now. Look at ETH against Bitcoin. Okay, still struggling, you can see. Okay, ETH is still struggling. Okay, so this will be the support here, 002, 777. So it needs to break all these levels here. The middle band needs to close above 003, and then of course continuing with this level here, 0.04060. Okay, look at the weekly time frame. Momentum sell, pullback, voluntary sell, breaking down again. Okay, so ETH against Bitcoin is beginning yet again. So I'm going to see this, okay, support here, 0.02858. Okay. So if you have any question, feel free to put in the chat box. Okay, whether it's altcoins, market sentiment. Okay, so I'll answer it later on. Okay, then we look at USDT dominance. So this is where people, I think, will start to dump their USDT stables for high-risk asset altcoins or probably Bitcoin. So what we can see now, already picked here. Now we look at the money now, it's having a reversal candle. So yeah, I think probably most likely to have a deep back down, and probably to test back here, 6.71, and then slowly coming down to all these levels here at 6.06. You look at the weekly time frame, also you can see higher high, higher lows, higher highs, now creating a higher low. So yeah, I think probably you might see a pullback for the USD dominance, because I think most likely now people are taking the risk now to go into all those alts, okay? Because you can see the breakout is happening. Okay, so USDT also dominance is breaking down. We look at BTC now, 71.6. So the real question is, can it able to break above 71.7? That is the most important thing here. Yeah, this is the monthly candle. Monthly candle. So we're going to see whether or not can it able to break close above here, 71.7. If yes, then there's a lot of levels to watch. Here, 82. And then we're going to watch here, 84.5, 82, 84. Okay, so these are the levels for now. Look at weekly. Momentum sell, pullback, retreat sell. So far now, this is the only hurdle now. After that, we have a lot here to watch. This level here, where it is 78K, 78.2. So 78.2 will be next. We're going to see whether or not can it able to rebound from there. If not, then we'll have another problem again to go down. Daily. You can see now, dump consolidation now starting to break up on daily time frame. So daily very important. Can it able to close above this level here at 70.5? So if daily can close 70.5, we should see this level max, which is here, 76.8. Okay, 76.8. Or we can able to shoot up straight away, because if the US stock market were to show bullish signs, then we should see 76.8 very soon. If not, closing above top DB here, and then tomorrow probably we might dip back down, okay, to reconfirm back here again, the support, okay, maybe around here at 68.8 before heading higher again. That could be another scenario, okay, or else we shoot back to 76.8. Look at H4 now. So you can see this structure, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher lows, higher highs. See here. So where is the next level of support here? 70.8. 70.8. So for now, I think there are a lot here as well to break. The resistance is here. 71.4. This is the H4 time frame. And then next one here, 74.9. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to see. I think H4 showing good bullish signs, closing top BB here. And if you look at the daily time frame, also you can see it's slowly starting to break out. But again, I think a lot to work on. I think probably it might have a breather first before hitting extremely high. Then we look at ETH 2072. Look at the monthly time frame. We can see what's happening now. Okay, huge dump. Now we have a one slight green candle, which is the month of March for now. So look here. Critical support. Okay, at this level, 1794. So your next resistance is where? Here. This level here. Will give you about 2269. Look at weekly. Momentum sell, pull back for the retreat sell. So you can see here on weekly, this is the re-entry sell to 2120. So it's going to struggle for now for ETH to continue to go up at the sell zone here. Then after that, we have a lot to cover, 22,226, and then following by this level here, 2797. Look at daily. Okay, dump consolidation, now slowly starting to break above the top here. So we can see what's happening now. Okay, right, so how many rounds here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days. 8 days still struggling to break this resistance at 2.1. At 2.1, 2098. Right, so we're going to see whether or not can you able to break. Because another 5 more minutes, the stock market will open. So we look at H4, a nice reversal back up again. So if the H4 can close above here, top DB, then it will be very bullish. Let's see. Because here also they closed, but what happened? Rejected. So it went all the way to 2146. This was when? February 26. Right? February 26, last Thursday. It went all the way up and then back down. Okay, so that's ETH Then what else? All those alts are slowly starting to gain its strength again. Then we look into, okay, just now we have what? Airdrop. Okay, Airdrop. Okay, oh, W pattern on H4. Very nice. But if you look at the monthly, it's already down how many percent? 90%, 2.25. Look at this, 83% down. All-time low is how much? 87%. Okay, so your next level is where? Probably here, 43 cents, or the re-entry side, 55 cents. Look at weekly. Oh, weekly is still down. Momentum sell pullback. So if you're saying that the alts will continue to have the altcoin season, how sure it is? How significant is this reversal? Because if you were to buy on this relief rally, let's say from 28 cents was ago, right? Then you want to go back and cash back until the middle band here is only is what? 104, 104%. So it's only 1x. It's only 1x. Okay. So not really sure how significant is this move for the alts because it is already dying compared to BTC. Okay. And then we have the SPX 6900, right? This one also went up. So let's say H4 also similar, but already down 2.28. And now it's what, 37 cents, 83% down also, 90% down. So the all-time low is how much? 22 cents. So 22, let's say you take here to sell back on the sell zone is how much? 126%. That is a smaller coin type. But for top 10, I don't think you can get even 1x. Okay, for this type of relief already. So probably SPX might want to see here, 44. And then taking out the sell zone here at 51. Then we look at weekly. Okay, what's happening with weekly? You can see already is breaking this critical support. Support already broke, 39 cents. Now it's coming back to reclaim. A lot of work here, 39, then 51 cents. So much there, because it's already down. So I'm not sure how significant is this reversal. And people still claim that it will be altcoin season, which I highly doubt. Again, that you will come back for this cycle. Okay, and I look at daily. Now daily starting to push up. Okay, momentum buy. H4 also we can see similar. So all these outs now were starting to go because of BTC move. Okay, and then we have what else? Okay, we're down here. Okay, let's look at Aptos, APT. So Aptos, $1. Look at that. See? Can you see what's happening? This is the problem here. Aptos, APT. All-time high is how much here? 20.3. Now it's at what? $1. How many percent here? 95%. In fact, this critical support also broke. This was when? 2022, 4-year support. Almost 4-year support already broke. Now you're under the money if you have bought since December 2022. Right? If you have bought, you've held it until now, you're actually down from 3.3 versus $1. So it's all these outs already did. Right? Short-term pullback 1.6. You look at weekly, what's happening now with weekly? Yeah, I don't see any chance of it to come back again. Again, I think it is already done. Okay, it is already done from here, down. Then a short-term reversal most likely to give you about 1.8. Okay, look at the daily time frame. Break, candlestick change of direction from sell to buy, consolidation. So should we see or not this level to break above here, $1? Then next level is where? Here, 1.48. Okay, 1.48 for Aptos. So all these alts already down 90%. So what's the point of buying? So you're buying for short term. Okay, you're buying for short term, not for long term. Then we have mental, right? Mental. 70 cents. Look at that. So it went all the way to how much here? 2.87. All-time low was 81% down. Currently it's how many percent? 75. So a very nice W pattern here. If you have taken profit, then congratulations. But if you have held it again, then that's on you. So very nice double bottom here on the monthly chart some more. So we can see, and then it peaked when? Last year, October. Peak. Wow, huge reversal. And then all the way down. Now we are back again at this support for mental. Back here again, giving you this level from 2024 levels to 2024 levels. 2-year level, giving you another chance again to start over. Then, of course, we look at the monthly for the band here at 90 cents. And look at weekly now. Okay. Now sitting on this critical support. So we should see next one probably on the middle band here. That is on weekly, right? 99 cents. Look at daily. Okay. So daily overall is okay, reversing back up. So your next level you're going to see here is this level here. Yeah, this one at 84 cents. Right, so yeah, 84 cents will be next. Okay, if this thing continues to rally. So that's mental. Then let's look at all those old coins like Internet Computer, ICP. Okay. Also down, how many percent? Look at that. You can see already what's happening. It is already dead long time ago. Right. Already dead, you can see. What was the high here? $140. Wow. More than 60. It'd be crazy. So all the way down, short-term reversal back up, probably on this level here, 3.8. And then slowly leading up back to the middle band here. Okay. And then we look at the weekly time frame. Okay. Break below. Now retesting on the sell zone. Next level will be 3.43. Okay. So yeah, all these outs are slowly coming back up, but again, this is just a short-term reversal. Okay. Don't expect any crazy move for the outs because it's already down like what, 90%. Okay, so there's ICP. Then what else? We're going to look at Pi Network. I'm going to see what's happening now with Pi Network. I think also it's dead. It's dead also, I think. Pi Network. Pi USDT. This one. 17 cents. Where are those people who are mining this? Again, for how many years? And until now, they haven't even taken out profits. Okay, I told you guys to sell. Oh no, I did sell at 1.5. Right? 1.5 here. Nobody wants to listen. And now you're down about how many percent? 88%. Even selling at 1.5. You held on to it, you're down. How many percent here? All-time high, 2.9, $3. Now is what? 17 cents. 94%. There you go. See, that's the thing. People never learn. Still want to hold, reluctant to secure your capital, and then you ride all the way up, all the way down again. So 20 cents next. Okay, so that's the next one. Pit stop there. Then followed by the top DD here at 25 cents. Look at daily. So what is daily doing? Maybe squeeze. Short term probably to break up, and then maybe to retest back here at 18 cents. Look at H4, now slowly starting to break up again. So all these outs are actually going up. So yeah, I think it is a long rated reverse rally or relief rally. Okay, so we covered that. And then what else here? Jupiter. Jupiter here. Now Jupiter 19 cents. Look at that. All-time high, what? 1.84. Again, 89% down. Those is where? 92, 96. So what type of out season are you getting now from here? What sort of reversal? How significant is this recovery back? Okay, to go back to the all-time high. I highly doubt so. First level, 22 cents. Next level, where? Here. So much to cover for all these outs to regain back its bullish structure. You know, it is already down, right? It is already bearish. It is already creating the lower lows, lower high. So Yeah, overall, this is just short term. Okay, 22 cents, ending up at 42. Look at daily. Okay, we can see all the way up. Momentum now slowly starting to have a reversal. Okay, all right. Then we can see like the likes of Solana now, $90, 90.9 and 77. Okay, I think all these top 10 coins were slowly starting to reverse back up. Okay, so I'm going to see here. This one was a low, right? Here. Yeah, 83.24. Then next level is where? We entry sell here at 119, 120. Okay, that'll be the next one. First to retest. We look at the weekly time frame, momentum sell, go back, we entry sell. Okay. And then of course, next will be here, 125 for weekly. Look at daily now. Slowly starting to regain back again. Okay. Right. So yeah, I think overall for Solana, I think you can see it's slowly starting to go back up. Okay. And then what happened to Sui now? 94 cents. What we can see is still struggling. See all these levels here, still struggling. Look at Monday. Okay, Monday is already down how much? 5.36. 81. 81%, 84%. Okay, 84%. Okay, so yeah, I think overall this is dumb. So next level will be 1.4. Okay, for your Sui. Short-term pullback, and then we're going to see whether or not can it able to reverse back up. Look at weekly now. Okay, it's already consolidating. Now waiting for reversal. Let's see. Look at daily consolidation. Still stuck at this range. At the sell zone here, 94 cents. Look at H4. Now slowly starting to break higher already. So next one, I think probably when you see this here. 99, $1. Okay, so that is Sui. A huge rejection there. And I'm going to look at the stock market as well. Starting now with the S&P 500. Where is the S&P 500 now? We can see what's happening now. Reddish, red candle now. This is open. So market just opened, having a bearish candle now. Okay, it's on H1. Okay, overall the structure is actually downtrend. Look at SPX. Momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell, breaking down again. Let me look at NASDAQ. What is NASDAQ doing? Look at the bigger structure here. Higher high, higher lows. So far now maintaining very well at this support. Look at weekly now. Okay, still maintaining at this critical support for NASDAQ. I think short-term wise, probably, you probably come back up, retest on this sell zone here before heading down again. Okay. Right. So we have a lot to cover. This level here. Look at the daily time frame. Momentum sell, pullback, entry sell. Let's see whether can it able to break higher or not for tonight. If not, I think it's going to be another round trip again. Now for Dow Jones, very concerning. Why? You look at the Monday, already all-time high, creating a higher high, higher low. Look at this ascending channel. So ascending channel like this, there could be a high probability of a break towards the downside. Okay, for Dow Jones. Look at weekly now. You be squeeze on weekly. So it's a sell to buy. Okay. Now we can see already what's happening now. Daily opening, reddish candle. This is not good, even though yesterday's closing is a bullish doji. So we want to see whether or not tonight's candle. Now rejected on the sell zone is breaking down again. So where's the next level here for Dow Jones? Here. This level here. Then we're going to look into all those places here. 47,575 and then your 48,06 now. This is very concerning now for Dow Jones. So if Dow Jones and this global market goes down, so all this rally means nothing for BTC unless BTC can show that they can do something different. Okay, we look at gold also. Gold also is already down. Gold. Now gold is down now. You can see, right? So look at the Monday now, reversal. Weekly also reversing. Okay, look at daily. Okay, so daily what's happening now? Huge rejection, but still maintaining at the middle band. You notice that? 5067. So we're going to see if the war continue to escalate, if you see gold continue to hit all-time high. Then now on H4, what's happening? Momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell, and it's ripping down again. So gold is weakening now. If you look at it, gold is really weakening now. but Bitcoin is rallying. Every time gold goes down, Bitcoin goes up. That is the difference here. And then now with the stock market going down, okay, should we see gold continue to go up? That's the only concern at this moment. Okay, look at all this. Dow Jones now is actually breaking lower. Okay, S&P 500 now we can see breaking lower again. So we look at BTC now. Is it following or is it continuing to hit higher? Because the way I look at it is looking set to really break higher instead of following the S&P. So yeah, I think that's all I have for tonight.